Do you know what, actually, speaking of that, I think Kim Jong-un might be gay because you've got to be so gay to be asked about the entire male population's haircut.
Well, there's
It's like, you can't wear that jacket because I've got that, so you've got to have that haircut as well.
Yeah.
Is that the same outfit as mine?
Have you been touching the fake oranges in the shop?
It's mad how fucking down, like, you've got that Korean accent, you know what I'm saying?
Spot on.
Kim Jong happening.
Do you know what I still remember from that show when you were talking to someone saying, where are you from? Bet I'll get it or something. And then he said somewhere proper mad down south, like fucking South End on the Middle Sea or whatever. He said you just went, wow, lad, it's you went, wow, there's a bird in front of me, and I was halfway through thinking, going, all over it. I swear to God.
What episode number, by the way? Sorry, that quick.
108.
Hello, welcome back. Episode 108 of What's Happening. We'll keep all that in, but we'll just say hello. Hello. It felt rude, like me. You're all in the room with us.
Yeah, I spat me drink all over it. Like, but one of them, she felt it, but she didn't turn around, and I felt so bad. I was in the chair going, I want the world to swallow me. I had to tap her and say, I'm so sorry. She went, it's okay.
Oh, no, lad.
It gets a coke, opens it, it goes all over the back of the head again.
Lad,
Oh no way.
I was in hot water a few months back, right? And I'm sat at the back and I was a little bit bunked up. And I just went like that, right? And this slug just come flying out. I landed on this lad's back, right? And I just went, oh. They were telling. I was like, what do I do? And I was sitting there for ages and the two people next to me clocked it and I was like, this is bang on. And I hadn't even been on stage yet and I was like, I've got to get on stage and that. So I just went, I just leaned over and went, right, lad, you stay here all day, yeah? Sweet lad, I'm sitting here, lad, and then rubbed it off, and I was like, oh no, Scully's on his back.
I done it in the pictures once, you know, when you get popcorn. It was me and Meg, we went to pictures, and you know when you get the
put your dick through the bottom. No, son.
Yeah, nearly. When you get the hard bit of like corn and that.
Choke on it.
And
I've had to chew on by accident, you know.
no, lad, then you break your teeth.
Yeah,
but I had one in like ready to spit out, and I'd done it too hard. Like I was meant to just go just like
pings.
a proper, but you just I'd done it. And obviously it was dark and I'd done it and you just heard someone on the back of the neck. Lad, I was in my chair going, oh my God, no. That's not what I used to do.
You should have just braved it. It's like when you play, when you
Stay in the mouth
you know what
after
you
it.
done? No, when you play knock and run, you just knock on the door and then just walk. And so obviously you're not gonna think it's you if you just knocked and just like obviously.
Where are we knocking?
So like if
I
you
thought
play.
you were spitting.
No, I mean like
you know when you're fitting a front door.
to front it, it's like the game of knock and run where instead of knocking and bailing, you just knock, we'll get round the corner and just walk. So and just spit and just act like nothing's happened and just carry it on.
Speaking of that, did any of you ever watch Balls of Steel?
Yeah.
Did you ever watch it?
They go and pretend to sneeze on people.
No,
the
I've
seen that one.
Did you ever watch Nedge's one where knock and don't run? He's done knock on people's doors and then they'd open and
You just
like,
stand
what do you
there.
want? He'd be like, you're knocking on fucking my door, and then they'd just kick off. No, boss lad.
Have you ever seen Elevator Roulette?
No.
They press the button and stand outside the elevator like that, waiting for it to open. See if anyone's in there or not.
Do you know what I used to love doing when I was a kid? There was this one fella on our estate and we'd always play knock and run on his house. I don't know why. I've always just called it knock and run me.
I was knock and door dash.
See,
Knock and
Oh,
Knock
was
and
this the
run.
fella you were telling me about who was like proper heavily disabled and like it used to take him half an hour to wheel
it
to
was
the front door?
boss lad. There was this one fella and
Put lad on his doorstep.
he used to live like round like in like the 2 streets over from ours, but if like a footy would go in his garden, he'd flip. If you were playing in the street outside of his house and not even he'd come out and he'd kick off. And we always used to play knock and run on his house till we get to the end of the street and we'd hear him and we'd just hear, oh, and we'd always laugh our head off. And there was one day he'd had enough, right? And I'm not, because there was like 7 of us when we were kids, we'd all like go and knock for each other and that on the little estate. And we play knock and run. I think after a while, people knew it was us, and they weren't asked because they'd see us do it all the time. But this fella hated us, and one day he had had enough, And
sat at the door, he'd been camping there overnight.
He was in a fucking ghillie suit over
He
there.
must have seen us doing it in the street.
He was in that bush shoot.
As one of the lads went to knock on his door, he's opened it and went, "You little bastard!" So the lads turned around, legged it. The fella's got in his car, right? And I'm not messing. He was driving dead slow around the street, like looking, and we were there on driveways, like underneath vans and shit like that. Honestly, lad, he came looking for us, and we never went near his house again.
Do you know what though, right? Like, we used to kick off about a little nonce on the corner who would behave like that, but now, right, if little kids were knocking at my door, lad, I'd be fucking booting them everywhere.
Fucking
Do you know what's ruined knock and run?
Ring doorbells.
Ring doorbells has ruined it. If now that little owl fella's probably sat in his just going, dickhead. Fucking
I seen one in America, this kid goes to knock on the door, and as he goes to knock, the fella comes out, and the fella goes, and he goes, he's like, "What do you want?" He's like, "I've been there to do knock and run, and like, I'm here now," and he was like, let's like make it look fun then. He goes, "Get ready to run." And he goes, "Alright," and the kid starts running, the fella's chasing him going, "Get out there, I'm gonna kill you!"
Have you seen one of the fat kid and he's like sneaking out of his house and there's the ring doorbell, he's only a kid, and he sees the doorbell and he goes, "Oh," and he moves back and he it's like he goes to like move under it like that, but like you see him do the whole thing like he did.
It's got a fucking fish eye lens, I can see everything. You're like that.
Would there be a way, just hypothetically, if we were to watch, we can cut this bit out if we can't do it, but I was thinking it could be funny because we're talking about it.
Put it on the screen.
Say we were to watch a compilation of the funniest ring doorbell things, and then
Put it on the screen.
could we
yours.
not a,
Let's not talk about
and
that.
then like put it on the screen? Would we be able to do that now?
He gets walked to his front
We
door.
can watch it, but we'll have to put it on the screen at this point later when he's editing.
Would that be doable? Do you
Your
reckon?
screen recorder.
Yeah, but are we gonna watch it?
On the laptop, maybe.
Lad,
But my man's editing.
It doesn't matter if you can't. We're just thinking.
We can't.
Oh,
Straight to the face.
No.
Nah, it's just the best, lad, after a night out. It's just that he put it in the chat, it's just a picture of him. Someone's walking him up to his front doorbell and he gets up to the doorbell and he's like,
He was trying to rob me.
like
He
this
was
with the
trying
key,
to know it.
like this with the key, and he's going,
But I thought they were trying to rob me, so I was like, I turned around and was like, "Just want a bevy?" And they were like, "No, we're getting off." And I was like, "Are you sure?" Like me, I was fucking shocking.
I'm gonna try and find fucking my ring doorbell caught me bird coming in from a brunch a while back, and I fucking screenshot it, lad, and Nelly's were massive in it. See if I can find it, lad.
don't need to show us. It's honestly fine.
Alright, Sam. It was just funny.
Go speak for yourself.
Look like two cases. What's up? Carry on talking.
Chris is being shy in your phone, as you said, and he's been looking the whole time.
like that, like a fucking Henry, just like.
Do you know what I'm doing in July, by the way?
What are you doing in July, by the way?
You're doing it as well.
Oh, here we go.
What are you doing in July, by the
What am I
way?
doing in July, by the way?
Well, I'll tell you.
What date in July, by the way? Oh,
We're playing
The
in
footy?
me and Gary are playing in
yeah.
a charity football match, but you know the footy team Marine?
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We're
That's
playing on
nice.
their ground.
Oh, cool.
In a little
Nice.
charity football match,
Yeah.
full 11 aside. We've got training on Sunday.
yeah, I know, for the Owen McVeigh Foundation. It'll
Yeah,
be good.
we've got
Who are you playing with?
it's just loads
just-
of lads from like the,
yeah,
like,
it's all
just the comedy
comedians.
circle, and you wouldn't get it.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Sorry, Chris, you can't come either. Let me know if you're free, Jack.
Let's go this. How much is the ticket to the
£5
Z
ticket.
list?
Yes.
Z list charity match, guys.
It's not even said this far.
Lads, to be honest,
fucking not even on the alphabet
it's
list.
like
It's
only,
like-
lads,
yeah, it's the Greek alphabet. It's scraping the barrel.
It's Omega.
Yeah, it's
hell.
scraping barrels like
Look at Chris, couldn't sell his ass from his elbow any other week, but you start pulling up the Greek out, this go, yeah, it's Omega. How do you even know that, man?
Lad, I'm smart on the slide.
Yeah.
Start
How
charting.
sly, lad, because
Well, depends. How sly do you want me to be?
your haircut looking fresh, though.
It's
You
not,
are
no.
thinning a little bit, though.
Yeah.
Turn your head,
Ah,
just
yeah?
so I-
Wow,
look on the
listen,
side,
boys.
this.
No, that's
Listen,
just the way his
boys,
hair is.
it's just
I mean,
being-
it's thinning that.
It's like, lad, I love him, you know.
Nothing gets past him, does it?
Mate, let's see your hair.
Ah, well,
Yeah, thought so.
lad, do you know what?
Get that fucking four-line going.
Four-line.
Look at
What's a
that.
four-line, lad?
you
It's
know,
alright, lad.
Do you reckon?
Don't start, lad. It's
To
alright.
be fair, right. Like, I was driving home the other day on the motorway, And fucking I had my hair back and I just glanced in the mirror and I was like, hey, them bits of fod are getting longer, you know, lad. And I was like, nah, that's scatty, you know.
Is that how you can tell when it's going like...
Yeah, when
You'll either start bald from the back of your head outwards, or it'll go from there back.
I don't reckon I'll ever go bald, me.
No, you've got a proper Steve Gerrard.
Yeah, you got a motorbike on.
But I am going grey, so it's...
I'd rather...
Oh, guess what I found the other day?
Was it a grey hair?
It was a grey pube, but not just one, it was a cluster of them, right? I was, honestly...
Little fucking grey candy plastic over
Your
there.
dick's been through some battles, that's
Lad,
why.
no, lad,
It's weathered.
Listen,
They
lad.
come off Philip Schofield's head when he's shooting them off.
Listen, lad, it wasn't even just one when I come in, but lad, it was a few, and I plucked up, well, it was like 7 of them now, and like, they were
Now he's
noticeable.
baldy.
Now they're going to start.
Growing back in.
Yeah, but you're going grey on your head, so
My beard's full of them. Like, I found about half of them.
your beard's looking long now.
Well,
Oh,
I said I was gonna, no, I said I wanted to grow it for 12 months, right? So I wanted to grow for 12 months. I'll trim me muzzy, tidy this slightly,
keep the length,
but I want
innit?
the length, just 12 months. I want to go pure like Viking.
Nice.
I don't know why,
Yeah.
I just set a challenge to myself, right?
How long ago was that? 3
Uh,
weeks.
no, just before Christmas.
Nice.
So I've got to get till Christmas and then I'm going to dye grey.
Did you shave it before you started, or did you just do from whatever it was?
It was quite small. I had it quite. I had like fucking that.
Because you can notice the bits that are coming down off your cheeks are looking like they're coming out more now and
it's
everything.
weird. But I've got a hot hairbrush for like a
That is
so gay.
the gayest thing you've
Yeah,
ever seen.
I know.
Shut up! Jealous. Jealousy doesn't suit you, Dan. I think you'd look sick.
Thanks.
I'm not saying it wouldn't look good, I'm just saying
No,
imagine I was like,
it looks disgusting.
I can't brush my hair with that, it's too cold.
It looks
Do the hot
disgusting.
brush.
It does look disgusting.
I
but
like it.
I set a challenge to myself. But the other day, right, I'm knackered, like fucking work's been up the wall, I've been a bit tired, a bit down and all that. And I was in my ma's the other day, and like fucking I wasn't my usual self. And my ma belled me the
Chanel, lad,
next
it's a
day.
comedy podcast.
No. My ma, no.
Need to
Wait
hear about
for
this.
the comedy.
Shut up.
No. I weren't like bad, I was just tired, you know what I mean? Just run down.
Oh,
And like,
do
the
you
next
wanna
day,
talk
my
about
ma belled me and was like, is everything okay, lad? You worked yourself yesterday? And I was like, yeah, mum, I'm just a little bit tired. She went, no, lad, just... You've got me worrying because, you know, you're proper fat now. And you need to lose weight and your beard's disgusting. You need to shave it. I went, what the fuck are you talking to? You're a cripple with a fake hip, a fucking bone infection, 4th husband on the go, stinker bifters, and a slag. Shut up.
Hey,
Jesus. He's been holding on to that.
He's wrote that.
Like, you look like shit. Oh, you look a bit like shit. And he just did that and went, well, have I got 10 years of things to say to you?
Yeah, well, you're old, your bones stink, you've got bifter infections.
You've got a fucking muzzy.
And it's gay.
Oh, my God. Fucking hell.
So how is your mum?
Yeah, sorry.
It's alright, yeah?
I wrote a little bit today for my show about me ma,
Nice.
and it was horrible writing it. It was about fucking, because my half fella was a cheating bastard. And like, me ma, I don't really want to ruin it for the show, but my ma
Yeah.
was, yeah, I won't say that.
Yeah.
I'll leave it.
Leave it.
Leave it
So anyway, Chris, how's your mum?
she's
Your
so
ma's
nice.
sick, you
She
know.
fucking... Oh, I don't know what she done the other day.
I know she's not like your traditional MILF, but like, but no, listen, like, hear me out.
You shouldn't, but you would.
Let me land, let me land, right? She's not like your traditional, like, wow, get on here, but it's like, she looks like she'd know what she's doing.
Right, everyone got a picture of the man up. Everyone get a picture of the man up. Who's got the fittest man? Who's got the fittest man?
Listen, lad, you have got the fittest man.
I
seen
haven't
everyone's
seen his
ma.
man. Let's see his man.
Shut
I
up.
haven't
seen his man.
seen his
Yeah,
man.
well, your man's boss.
Lad,
I guess
Your
Shaz-
man's
get
box.
your
I mean,
box.
I guess Shaz up
Get
now,
your
lad.
man's kid up.
No, let's not. Jack.
No. His sister.
There's Danny's ma. That's his ma's first picture. That's pinned on your ma's Instagram now.
Aw,
Cute that, you know. She couldn't have picked
Oh
away
my
his
god,
picture.
remember Danny with hair like that?
that's a horrible
Wow.
picture. Is that on her Instagram as well?
That's pinned on her top
got-
of her Instagram.
She must proper love me.
He
there's Danny's
doesn't
ma,
even follow his ma.
Oh, them gigs.
Look at her stroking a cat and everything.
Stroking the
Just-
pussy.
just- no, just-
Nice.
just for the record.
Sucking that pussy.
Just for the record, she works at a vet's and it was an actual cat.
Yes, she does.
You couldn't
The
even put
sweat vet.
that on Instagram. But it beats the community guidelines.
Yeah. Why? I thought she was a vet.
How long has your mum been a veterinarian for?
She's not an actual vet. She
She
works in a vet.
there?
She works in the reception, but like she's like a vet nurse. She like helps out in there.
Oh, okay.
But
Just
it was
Mrs. Doolittle.
It was mad. Like honestly, like growing up with me mum working in a vet was weird, you know, because like every so often you
Your
come
little
home.
strange animal.
Animal,
Yeah,
yeah,
like when I was a kid, when I was like in school and that, like if there was like a litter of kittens
I
that
know
had been
Jack got
handed in,
Yeah.
you just got
Little
handed
brought to the
in. But like she'd bring like a litter of kittens home that needed hand rearing, and we'd have them in the house for like 8 weeks, and then you get
Can he be shagging them?
He's like, you said, rear mum, up the rear. Mate.
What do you mean we've got to read them?
When he's jizzing in them, it looks like Build-A-Bear with a shovel on the front.
Filling up.
But I remember I'd come home one day, and this was only about 3 years ago.
And there's a black one, it's like, here you
It
go.
wasn't that. He still lives with us. But no, I come home. All right, Chris, you always do that. We always say something that we can get away with, and like Chris goes, like the slave trade, like it was there, but you didn't have to point it out.
I seen something on TikTok the other day. I don't know if I should say this.
No, honestly, I'd come home one day, and there was a hedgehog in the house, lad.
Wow.
She
Little
was,
Sonic and that.
and they called it Clive, and lived with us for like 4 weeks, and then we released it.
Hedgehog.
Swear.
4 months died. How'd it die?
4 weeks.
Shaggy.
It didn't die, we released it.
Oh, I thought you said it died.
Spike.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
it died after we released it because I found it and then shagged it, but...
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean,
Have you seen that
feel
video of the
massive.
fella? He's moving house and he can't take his fish bowl with him. And he's like, I'm going to release him into the sea. He's going to live a fantastic life. And he goes down to the dock and he's like, drops it in the water. And this fucking fish just goes, grabs it straight away. But in seconds, it's been
What
scrambled.
sort of dickhead landlord? Like, you'll have a fish stolen.
Yeah.
I understand cats and dogs if you're in like a high-rise apartment. But imagine going, no fish.
And a goldfish is a freshwater fish and you're thrown in the sea, you dickhead.
But you know, goldfish, right? Like, they can sort of, goldfish are a bit like robust, lad. They can sort of just survive, and like they will keep growing to whatever size, like,
Yeah,
thing they
fits
live
the
in.
tank, yeah.
So like, if you put a goldfish in a lake, it's growing like bigger than a car.
Seen them,
It's
they're
part
like,
of the car family.
like that big.
Huge.
Goldfish is part of the car family.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Look
Like
at this.
cousin.
You learn
Look at
something new
those,
every day.
There's quite a few.
Second
There
cousin.
Not
was-
just comedy, it's educational.
There was a famous one in Princess Park up in Toxteth.
A famous
The
goldfish.
koi car.
Someone had released it and it was a big, like a £19 fucking goldfish. It wasn't. It died about 2 summers ago.
Do you reckon that's along the same lines as that seagull that everyone thought was a phoenix, but it was just covered in curry sauce?
Yeah.
That's along the
Have you
same
seen the
lines.
big fucking parrots that live in Princess Park?
No.
Someone let parrots go like years ago because they can live for like fucking 45 years.
Lad,
Fucking
you
long,
can live to like
80
80 years.
Yeah,
lad.
80,
yeah, and it's a big fucking red and blue one, and they just like sit at the top of the trees and just fly around Prinny Park all day.
Heavy.
Like.
That's
Surprised
better.
nothing's killed them, you know,
I
because
know.
you know if you release a domesticated animal into the wild, because
Yeah.
it's so used to like
Yeah.
living
Talking
easy,
dogs
people
gotta
just kill
fucking
it.
find its way, lads,
Not
you know what I
people,
mean?
but other animals.
Do you know what's boss? Do you know when you go to fisheries? Because
Yeah.
obviously
belter.
we used to go. I remember it took Meg
How
for the
excited
first.
he's getting.
Took Meg for the first time. I was like, oh, you know, like that. You ever
Big
been the
balls in.
fisheries? Like Phil works there's like his granddad's gaff, and she was like, what's the fisheries? You know, being a little caviar, that's yours. I went, I'll take you. So he was giving us the tour around, and you know the way Phil is, he was just going in. Oh yeah, so this is the birds, whatever it is. Oh. We've got 2 blue fucking McAdoos or whatever they're called. Yeah, they're just flying around somewhere.
Not
I went,
called
are
McAdoos,
they?
no.
And I looked up like that, and you just see these 2 birds. Because, you know, with the fisheries, it used to
Big,
be in
yeah.
the... It's massive, in it,
Swim
where
boats,
the
swim
swimming
boats,
baths.
yeah.
It was just these 2 birds just flying
Taking
around the whole
flight.
gaff. And you go, oh, did ya?
Oh, my mum went to war with the fisheries years ago, you know.
Did she?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I don't speak to Phil anymore. It's family stuff, like the Montagues and the Capulets. But no, yeah, so like
Oh my god, I like the wombats over there.
we had a big blue and gold macaw, and
That's what it's called, not a macaroon.
yeah, it's not called a macadoo or a macadoo or whatever the fuck. A
Get
macadoo.
it right, it was a McAdoo.
Two big
Well, my
macadoos.
apologies.
It was a Macadoo, there's a bird in a tree.
But and like my mum went to the doctors because she kept coughing loads, and the doctor was like, "Oh, you're allergic to the parrot." So my mum took her to the fishery. She's like, "I don't." She went. He was fit. And so my mum took him to the fisheries and was like, "Look, like I don't want to just sell him. Like you want him and you can rehome him." And it was like proper emotional. Lad, the parrot was part of the family. And then it turned out she found out like 2 weeks later that she actually wasn't allergic to the parrot. The GP was wrong, so she went back and she was like, "Look, he's still in the cage there. Like, can we just have him back?" And they were like, "We haven't got him anymore." And the parrot was there going, "Hello," and he walked in like it's probably recognised, wasn't that? Like it's like it's spoken like my ma's voice. It was like, "Hello," and it was doing all the little things that didn't like
Sounds more
that's.
like by driver.
We were like, "That's like the same parrot." We were like, "That's that." Chris,
Sorry, mate.
He's been sold on.
Sorry about him, lad.
It's all right, lads, honestly. It's, you know, new producer in the studio, Chris, it's trying to show off. It's fine. But no, yeah, they just wouldn't give it the parrot back.
That's
They were like,
heavy, that,
you were like, we know that's our parrot, you know, and they were like, it's not.
Did you get it back?
No.
You can buy it off us.
No, that's it. They were like, you can buy him. We were like, how much? They were like £2,500. They were like, no thanks.
They only sold them for a tenner.
They're expensive parrots.
Just kill them with noise, can have them then.
Yeah. Do you know what though? It's mad in the fisheries though sometimes because they always just
Rob your pets.
one in a blue every once in a blue moon they'll just have some proper crazy animal.
Yeah,
It was proper like they had this bird from Whiston. No, because they always had some. They have some.
It didn't even upset me when I was a kid. It didn't even bother me. I thought it was weird. Like, parrots are some of the sickest pets you can have.
I want a parrot.
Like, they're so sick. You know, to be fair, we had one that we had to get rid of once though because it was racist. And like it didn't get it from us.
Got it from Chris.
I just want to make that very
when he was visiting.
But it was someone who my dad's mate knew who worked on the docks, and he had split up with his missus and that. So like this parrot was like, we used to take it to work with him, so the parrot would pick on like the fellas at the docks would be teaching it to say shit and like it hated women like this parrot. Like I remember one of my dads it was when we still lived fucking
in the Swan
by Kenny, bro. And like this parrot was evil. Like no one used to like putting their hand in the cage to feed it 'cause it just bite you. It was horrible. And like, but like it was cynical. It knew what it was doing. Yeah. And my dad's mate and his missus come on, and his missus was sitting on the floor with a cup of hot tea next to her. And the parrot's come over in its little claw, grabbed the handle of the cup, tipped the coffee on, and went and like scurried away. It was evil, but like it used to
pinky in the brain.
I remember I had chicken pox when I was a kid. So we had to get the doctor to come to the house, and he was an African doctor. And the parrot was an African grey parrot, so we just went over, they were like connecting with each other. And as he's being like, oh hello, the parrot said the forbidden
the hard R.
Yeah, this is it, and like we were like, we need
the N-bomb.
Yeah, it was it's safe to say it didn't, you know, because can't be having that kind of energy around the house.
I reckon
you were like that. After hours, you were like, well, lad.
Yeah, I taught you well, young boy.
It's funny though, because you've got this, like, oh, it was a bad, terrible bird, whatever. But I'd have loved to seen you when you were that old, because I bet you were going, next to it going,
to be honest, I can't remember, but...
I can't remember, he just told us the parrot's life story.
No, but I can't remember sitting, I remember trying to give it a piece of orange once.
I just don't remember the bit when I was laughing at him being racist.
Just got selective memory. But I remember trying to feed it a piece of orange one day, and it bit me finger, but took a big chunk out of my finger. Like, it was evil, lad.
Wow.
But like, it hated women. Like,
why did you keep it for so long?
Because lad, he was sharp, but...
Was he? Racist bear? Hang on a minute, let's call the police.
He was racist, sexist.
Yeah?
And bit you.
Lads, you telling me on a Saturday if my dad's mates around having a bevy, that parrot's not going to be out going, hey, get on this, lad. Say it.
Chris has just described himself.
I'm not sexist.
This week's episode, watch it and you make the decision.
I'm not.
So, Chris, what are your thoughts? I'm only messing.
Me ma's ex-fella, the second one, he loved animals, like, fucking, he'd collect animals, like, and he had these two lovebirds, and, like, they always say, like, lovebirds can't live without each other and all that, you know what I mean? And the woman died trying to give birth, and the fella lived for about 4 years, and he was the happiest bird he'd ever been, lad. He was made up she was dead.
What? It's the bird?
Lovebirds.
Yeah. I know,
so the woman was pregnant and went to fucking have eggs, and she died in labour, and the fucking eggs and all that died. So she was dead. And normally the partner only lasts a couple of weeks maybe, and then they die as well. They say they die from a broken heart. He just carried on living for like 3 years, made up last singing.
Went on lads holidays and everything. Migrated with the boys.
We had these free. At the bottom of our garden, right in my ma's back garden, there's a rockery. That's where all the dead animals are buried, because he wouldn't want to get rid of them. He'd buried them in the rockery, so there's like fucking skeletons everywhere.
Proper animal cemetery in your man's back garden.
We had these 3 Russian dwarf hamsters, right? And they
I was gutted he said hamsters.
I know, just mind me, I feel it, Russian dwarfs and ours.
These 3 Russian midgets just living in the house for a bit.
They were on skateboards, it was boss.
I used to paint them orange. I used to make them walk around the kitchen and go,
that one Cocoa Pops.
And lad, they were vicious, like they'd bite it all the time. And then one morning we got up, lad, and they were just missing. Gone. I was like, Mad that, like, they've just got off. For nothing of it. About 4 weeks later, our washing machine was knackered, so we got the plumber around, and he pulled 3 fucking Russian dwarf hamsters out of the drain pipe, lad. They were just stuck in the waste pipe in the washing machine. They drowned, lad.
They've had that plan for months as well. We go through that pipe and hit the left of the washing machine, right over the dishwasher, and then fucking got stuck on the way. Like the penguins off Madagascar.
Smart and weird, boys.
Indiana Jones. Oh, sound good chat.
Yeah, good try, yeah.
Right.
Listen, we can enjoy each other's silences sometimes. Know what I mean?
I love it when Chris doesn't speak.
Let's just take a minute.
A lot of people do.
Let's just soak in it.
Let's just take a minute.
Jack, how have you been?
Just said, take a fucking minute.
Do you know what he said before? You know, he's doing this now. All his mates in the group chat are calling him Jamie. Do you know, off Joe Rogan.
Jamie.
Calling him Jamie.
Pull us up, Jamie.
Pull it, Jack. Pull it.
That's a fucking compliment.
I know,
He's a fucking legend, mate.
So, right.
Where'd you get your socks from, Danny?
Christmas presents, funnily enough.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
I've got a few pairs, all my patterns on them.
It's a good job. You've got matching socks on.
Comfy.
I know, we'll see, I'm not...
Are you one of them?
I'm not asked about hard socks, lad.
I'll be honest, it's a proper, like, I've got a bit of OCD, and odd socks is a proper killer for me. I've got Under Armour socks at home, right?
Sounds lad.
No, yeah, sorry, fucking Mr. Sports brand socks.
I only wear them for footy and or the gym or
He's a
running or
professional.
something. And one of them's got white on the back, on the white logo, and one of them's got a grey logo. And sometimes my mum will put a white one with a grey one, it fucking winds me up. It shouldn't, but it's one of them things.
I know, yeah.
It's one of them things that it winds me up.
There's people starving in this world.
OCD.
What
People
did
are
the-
dying.
what did the police say?
Even like the way my phone's straight on the thing, I don't know why. If it was like that, it'd do me head in. It's got to be straight, so it lands.
I'm like that with
clip
the-
that.
I'm like that with the remotes
It's
in ours.
fucking annoying.
Chris, the homophobe. Hey, it's gotta be straight. It's gotta be.
No.
No, if it's bent.
Yeah, speaking of gays,
All right then.
let's say,
Go on.
you had to, gun to your head.
Okay.
You've got to shag a man.
Yeah.
You've got to both take it
Yeah.
and you've got to give it. And
Sweet.
You can't.
Does the gun have to be there?
It depends if you're into it. But like,
Can the
it
gun
can't
be
be one
up
of
my
them
bum?
that it's like, I'll just put it in and then it's done. You've got to go for it. You've got to you've got to try and enjoy it. But you get to pick who it is, who you're doing it with. It can be famous. It can be just anyone. Who are you going with?
See, it's hard because there's beautiful famous men. But then, but I've got feels for yous. So
You think it'd be a bit more intimate with us?
I might
It's not a
enjoy it
threesome
more.
though, you've got to pick one of us.
Yeah.
Oh, each other.
Hang on a minute.
No, it doesn't have
Whoa.
to be. No, it doesn't have to be. Gary just chose to for some reason, but
I think it's gonna have to be Bobby because Bobby's got a nice ass.
he has.
I have a
But
nice
your
ass.
penis would hurt me.
I'll take that, yo. If that's the reason
I'm not saying
getting
you haven't got a
picked,
big penis, Bobby, but I've seen his.
I get
Am I
it.
not even getting a look in?
No.
You'd be like, it's not straight.
Do you know what I'd go for? I'd go for like Vern Troyer or something, me.
Because he's dead. Because he's in there.
Warwick Davis.
Imagine the fun you'd have with Warwick Davis.
Just
man.
holding him, man.
He's trying to like scamper away.
The fella off fucking Game of Thrones on a scooter
I'd
with
go,
his
yeah,
kids.
I'd go
Peter
for
Dinklage.
I'd go for Peter
That's
Dinklage.
it.
Is that would you have to go
No,
with
no,
me?
he hasn't. Who would
would
I
it
go
be?
for, lad? I don't know.
There's gotta be some feminine like fella. Conchita Wurst.
Who's that?
The one off Eurovision with the big beard, remember that? The bird with the
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
beard. No, there's some good looking men out there.
You're giving it a lot of thought, and I like that you're just passing the question off. I like how
No,
you're
I've got no. Come on, I've got it.
And don't forget,
It's both.
you don't have to,
reciprocated.
but like you can pick me if you want to.
Could you not go for like a Jeffree Star?
You can go with whoever you want.
Yeah?
I know,
Jeffree
yeah.
Star?
Do you know what I mean? Like I would
Jeffree
probably
Star?
say Jeffree Star.
He's like
Someone that knows what they're doing, but
yeah. Someone who will push back on it.
Johnny Sins. Johnny Sins.
Someone who'll push back
someone
on
who's gonna
it.
make you feel like a man while you do it.
Someone
still.
who's got bunda
Yeah. Still feel butchers and doing
Well,
it.
I could
Magic Johnson's son, have you seen him?
Now, even though, lad, fucking Jesus Christ, lad. Fuck, like, Magic
Johnson's
Johnson.
son.
Oh yeah, I am. Yeah.
lad,
Yeah.
got
Like
some,
that.
Just got some quarterback with heels on.
What have I?
Man, no
have
way.
I not
only
seen
seen
him?
that picture the other day. Oh, it was so funny.
I know this is my question, but I'm still going to run this by you before I make it because I want to make sure. Could you opt with like a Thai lady boy, let's say?
Yeah.
Would
Well,
that,
that's what we
jaw.
go for.
is that is that?
It's a Joe, that isn't it?
Let's see him.
Like Quagmire.
Whoa there. He's lost it.
Oh no,
there,
I was
he's
laughing
lost,
at, I was thinking in another picture.
he's lost it
That's the
there.
one, look.
Yeah. A
Crazy.
Thai lady boy. Yeah. So it was.
Is that a chick with a dick or is it a dude with tits?
Nah, I remember watching a fucking thing about that on Channel 4. It's a lad. It's lads.
Yeah.
Don't ruin it.
No,
It is.
It's a dude with.
Nah, it's not.
It is. It's a dude with tits.
It's not.
It is.
Yeah, but
It's not women going, I want a penis. Now it's men going.
It's men.
I want
That's,
tits.
it's men that say.
Did
"Do
you
wanna
see
be
them? That I
dead?"
hit, like, that I hit that, hit that, you like so fun, you like so fun, and then they just go, no, there. And then when the fella, and then this fella was like, nah, you know, he's like, fuck off there, man.
Yeah. Imagine bumming it at
The Jeffrey.
and then they come and they go, oh!
But why?
He's like a horse then.
I don't know why.
What's that one? The fella that goes, I'm off me jobs. What's that one?
Jeffrey, get your dick out, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey just blew his load.
Like, yeah, Chris, let's say, gun to your head.
So mine would be either be like a Thai lady boy or like Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
But then you've got to, but then imagine after he shagged you, you've still got to shag him, lad. So it's like, how are you recovering? Like,
Yeah, but you
I'd have fun with it. I'd be slapping on top of his head.
How are you recovering from Dwayne's Rocky Johnson, lad?
Yeah, but you
How long
can
you
say.
going for that?
Yeah, but
That's
it's
good.
something that you've got against him. I've bent you over and bummed your head in.
But why would you want to have that against
But
him?
because
Fucking, or
he-
like P.
yeah.
Diddy.
I know,
Vladimir,
Do you want a record deal, Dwayne The Rock Johnson? Bend over.
Vladimir Putin.
Nah, I'd go for it to be soft. I'd go for like the mountain off Game of Thrones or something.
I think I'd have to go with like Kim Jong-un, you know. So you know when he starts threatening nukes, I'll be like, lad, you can't be after that now, man. That's when you
I reckon he. What have you just said?
not said. Jack, maybe just bleep that noise out there, mate. Keep the facial expression, but just remember to bleep over the and again if you will.
I reckon going for someone like Vladimir Putin would be
A bit of a power trip.
It'd be
Yeah.
a power trip.
Yeah.
Because
So
you're
wait,
like,
is
It's the, la-
Vladimir...
it's the last time I take drugs with Chris.
This is the maddest con.
Because-
So is Vladimir Putin bumming you?
No, you've got to do both. You
You've
can't
got to
take
do
one or the
both.
other.
Do you have a game of one bouncer who goes first?
because as well,
Game of
because
FIFA.
of because
Keep
of
it
his
manly.
because of the way he thinks, you'd be like, there's nothing you can do about this. You've got to do it.
Yeah, but then you could send like some like Russian fucking
KGB fella around
Yeah,
to yours.
no.
No,
Just
it's gonna
poison, yeah.
have to be someone looking very feminine.
Yeah.
like a James Charles.
Yeah. Maybe more.
Maybe more feminine. How'd you get more feminine than James Charles, lad?
No, because there's like genuine people who they look like. I mean, James Charles does. I don't know. They look. There's people out there who look like birds who
Yeah,
are not.
but like, you're saying like, oh yeah, you look feminine, so you could go out blend it, and then they've just got a big hairy bullet hole and
Why do we always get onto these conversations?
All right, well let's just say for the sake of it then, like we all agree to like wax beforehand. Like,
Okay.
if we're gonna do it, we want to be smooth. We don't
do you
want to
know
make it
what?
weird.
Okay.
I noticed the other day the fucking short and curlies at the top of my ass crack. Wow, and proper hairy.
Yeah,
Proper
I get a
hairy,
hairy ass crack.
But they're all curly.
I haven't got a
It's
hairy
proper
ass, but my ass crack is.
That's why like B-Day is the way forward now, because I'm sick and tired of like raisins getting stuck in your
Do you
ass.
B-Day?
No, but I need one.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you want a Japanese toilet?
Yeah. I need a
What do you
Japanese
reckon the
toilet.
gayest thing is that you can do that's not actually gay?
Sitting on a toilet that another man just pooed on and you can feel his warmth.
I don't mind that.
I don't mind it,
I-
especially on a
I
cold
don't
day, but
mind
I
the warm
like where you're going with that. That was cool.
I'm quite grateful for
Wait,
it.
so we'll go back to that, but who are we going for first? Mine's very, very, very feminine, like
I'm saying,
James Charles.
I'm saying Kim Jong-un.
Really, yeah?
Putin.
Just so
You've
that-
got to maintain an erection this whole time, you know?
I would not have a problem with that.
Okay, that's good.
Just have a fucking Viagra beforehand, and
Have you seen Kim Jong-un when he gets all nukey? Oh.
Oh, you know what?
when,
Yeah,
when
that's
he's
a
got
good
that
shout,
power,
that.
when he's got that power on,
Yeah, when he's got that massive collared coat on that he likes to wear.
looks like a priest.
And he's like, Danny, I'm going to give you the same haircut as everyone else.
Do you know what, actually, speaking of that, I think Kim Jong-un might be gay because you've got to be so gay to be asked about the entire male population's haircut.
Well, there's
It's
Liverpool
like, you
getting
can't
nuked.
wear that jacket because I've got that, so you've got to have that haircut as well.
Yeah. Is that
That's
the same
gay.
outfit as mine?
That's, have you been touching the fake oranges in the shop?
Mad how fucking down, like, you've got that Korean accent, you know what I'm saying?
Spot on.
Kim Jong happening.
Fancy us, lad.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Kim Jong-un.
Who
You
you going
know.
for, Chris?
Putin.
Putin?
Yeah.
Putin be pooing on you? Putin. Who you going for?
P Price.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a
Seen
good
Pete
one.
plays last week at Box Park.
Yeah.
So,
Our
he's
boxes
always,
park.
it's always so
Park
good
his
to
box.
see him, you know.
He liked your
Park
thing
in
about
his
your
box.
thing.
We
I
show.
remember that,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
He's funny, and he's a good lad.
What's the gayest thing?
Yeah, what do you reckon? And I'm not talking like suck a dick, But like, what do you reckon? Like,
Non-sexual orientation.
Yeah.
like nothing to do with actually being gay, but what's the gayest thing you can do? That noise.
Yeah, that's a gay noise. Yeah. I don't know because you put me on the spot here, but I like the.
Like
If someone
like
drinks a drink from a straw and then you go and drink from the same straw,
But then that makes you
but
gay.
like no, but like obviously you didn't know. But there's a bit of eye contact. That's I'd say that's gay.
No, it's gotta be. It's up there, but like, if you go to the toilets and there's 3 urinals and someone's in the right one, parking in the middle one,
Oh yeah, yeah. There's a rule. There's a rule. It's either end
or middle and nothing.
Or wait till I'm gone.
yeah.
Yeah. It's either go as far away from me as possible, or if that's not an option, you wait till we leave.
I reckon as well, you know, John Lewis in town.
Yeah.
I reckon the fella who's designed them bathrooms is gay because what they've got is on
Mirrors.
Yeah, no, you know where on the urinal they have like the little box that like
Yeah.
sprays water. They've put like the shiniest chrome boxes on, so from whatever angle in that bathroom you can see everyone's dick through that urinal.
He's there all day.
Yeah, he's like that.
Gary's like, I'm going to go for a piss for the next 3 hours. I'll be back.
John Lewis like that
when
time with
they
all my
have-
aftershaves and my chewies.
When you have the urinals and you have them little things in between them and they're about that big, so they don't really block anything.
Yeah.
You're on it. I don't get that.
Yeah.
What's the point in having them? It's like
I think it's just there because you shouldn't really be looking anyway.
no, but
So it's like,
it's just why have them like that big?
but how have you noticed that they don't block anything?
Because
That's
it's
gay.
fucking bang on, innit?
Yeah.
I think
They're pointless when you're Danny because you've got to stand that far away from the fucking urinal.
Do you know what? I'd love to say, Gary, stop it, but don't let. Don't let, please.
How big's your Willie? How big's yours?
Haven't got a magnifying
Are
glass.
you happy with it?
Yeah, I'm happy.
I feel like
Because-
yours would be maybe not very long, but like thick.
But no, it's
You're a dense man.
You got a stubby there.
it's chilled. No, listen. It's one of them where it's like it's not the biggest, it's not the smallest, but it doesn't matter what it's like when it's down because you only use it when it's up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I believe it's not big till it's blown up.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because lad, have you seen them little balloons you can get in the shop and then you fucking whap it on the canister, triple balloon it. Wow, it's like that big. Do you know what I mean?
Right. I think
Am I wrong though?
No, you're right.
There you go.
I think the gayest thing you can do
Go on.
without actually sucking Willy
Okay.
is, you know, when someone offers you a cup of tea, you go, ooh, go on, ooh.
That was like Ricky Gervais. That.
Or to add a
You
fucking
charm
to add
me.
an extra spice and just go, no sugar for me, I'm too sweet.
Chris, you've said that to me.
No, I've never said that because I've always had a drink with sugar. I've always had a drink with the sugar in.
Chris is with a sweetener.
With the sugar in.
He used to say sweetener.
I never said sugar. Replay.
No.
Do you know what? Actually, do you know
Jamie,
what?
flip that back.
Do you know what, Chris? I feel like you have got such strong opinions on so many things. What are your biggest pet peeves, Chris?
Oh, lad, don't get me started.
See, this is why I
Don't
wanted
get
to.
me started on this. Lad.
Go on, lad.
Opening a packet of crisp upside down. Wow.
Really? Yeah.
Does me
It
head
doesn't
in.
really ask me.
I
It's
don't
bad
know
luck,
what
I
it
know
is though. I don't know what it is. It's just certain things just fucking proper irritate me.
Good shot, lad.
It's not. I can't think off the top of my head, but it's like if
I
I've
hate
seen it.
I hate people splitting lampposts with me.
Yeah.
I don't know why I
that's-
hate
you're
it.
bad for that, you.
What?
you know
No,
what?
I'm not.
Do you know
You've
what?
done that to me before, you're like I walk hand
I'm gonna.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
You do this
Fragrance.
What?
when you walk next to me.
Bump into
You're a fucking twat for it.
That's
Lad,
because
he
he's
walks.
autistic and he's not
He
got
just
fucking
he
proprioception, he
walks.
just bounces off people.
He walks like a Formula One like warm up lap. He's like that.
Chris, he was in a car crash, you
I
know.
know. Gee,
It doesn't matter. He
Bobby
walks.
Alban
He
on
walks like fucking like
Fucking Bobby
he's just
Schumacher.
across you. He just walks across you. It's,
I do
it's
walk.
Yeah, I
mad.
know,
Pissed
you
all
kept
the
doing
time.
it to us when we were in London all the time.
I know. I do walk. I'm pissed.
Do you know
all
what?
the
You know
time.
what we need to do? I can just push him over next time he does it. Just drill it out of him. Every time you feel his shoulder, you so much just brush it.
And then it's
Get
gonna
off,
and then
lad.
it's just gonna make me worse.
Positive reinforcement.
Stop being
Don't
gay.
touch it. Do you know what's gay? Do you know when you're having a whiffy with your boys and you go, oh, go on, yeah, and then they'll give you the drink and then
Touch
they'll go,
fingers.
That's gay. That is gay. That is very gay. Man.
you go,
Leave my fingers alone!
You go, yeah,
What's
drink,
next
and they
time
go,
I do it? I'm just gonna go.
that's what they go, yeah, lad, and then they go, yeah.
Yeah, I'll pass you the drink. Come on, yeah.
Oh, nice one, lad,
Love you
nice
for
one.
that, bub.
That's gay, lad.
I was out with the lads at work the other day. Like,
You've got to be like that.
leave her on the table, leave her on the table, we'll hand her over.
Just throw it to me.
Even me bit does me go, you're gay, you.
Get off.
Yeah, I was out with the lads at work the other day, and I got it off a video on fucking Instagram or something. And one of the lads, what are you drinking there, lad? He was like, oh, I've got a Moretti. And I was like, never had a Moretti. Never try. He went, go ahead. And I just went like that, put my fingers in the pint, went, sound that, lad.
I've seen that bit, yeah.
I rubbed off the video.
Yeah, you know what?
I think you've won there.
I'm changing my answer. I think that is the gayest thing.
It's got to be up there, yeah.
It's got to be.
It's gayer than doing a blowback with your mate.
You're going to have to explain to people watching at home.
A blowback is where you get smoke in your mouth and then neck you make that hard.
Have you ever,
It's not.
have you ever done a hand bong?
Yeah.
It's that they kill your lungs off.
Yes,
When you
officer.
just...
What's that?
I
So you
have
put the
done
drink
that.
between your fingers and then you go,
Do it with your vape to show 'em.
go on. Oh,
It actually does work with the vapors.
Oh, because you're creating a little vacuum.
Yeah, lad, it's horrible how it fucking
Yeah,
What if you
absolutely
mean like,
destroys
what if you
you.
grabbing your dick and wash your hands?
I didn't know to do that. Right, what we'll do, because we can cut around it, I think we should try and squeeze, maybe make a little segment of it, like role playing things to help people out with like everyday sort of things that
Am
you're
I going to be the
encounter.
one with the clipboard again?
Doing the prank calls the other week, did I ever tell you about when I done it when I was a kid and prank called a fucking an agency that hires like strippers out? Did I tell you about it? About 14, 15, probably too old to be doing prank. I mean, I'm 26 now, I'm fat up, but I'm still going to do it in a minute. But we rang this like stripper place. It was like down south. And I was on the phone and I was like trying to make myself sound like a voice. I was like, you know, like, mate, have you got any amputees, either double or quadruple amputee? And he buttoned the phone. I was laughing the head off an arse of that kid. And then 10 minutes later, I got a phone call back off the same number. And I was like, oh, he might have one. He might have one. And I answered the phone and it was this cocky. He was like, I had mates who served in Iraq. They lost their legs on IEDs. Do you think that's funny? I was going, no.
And then he did free, lad.
Sunday.
What are the chews like?
I have got stairs in the house though, so do we need to make any requisite adjustments or think of somewhere?
Can I just put a pulley system over the banister and get them up?
I just winch them up. Put them on like a bed sheet.
It's like Peter Kay in Phoenix Night. I've watched Phoenix Night where he's taking the bird up there. He goes, oh, just you wait.
Just you
Things I'm gonna
wait
do-
till I get you
things
up
I'm gonna
these
do to
stairs.
you.
Yeah, things
Boss.
I'm going to do to you.
Right.
Things I'm gonna do to you.
Right, so I've just been thinking, we had this conversation earlier, and I really liked what we done last time you were here, Chris, when we role-played situations and we role-played scenarios, and we tried to come to a reasonable and an amicable conclusion that suited everybody involved. We didn't quite manage to, but we tried.
Yeah, we tried.
The clipboard says what the clipboard says. There's nothing you can do, unfortunately.
That is, you can never really overrule a clipboard, and a man with a clipboard is all powerful.
Yeah.
But I was having this conversation with our friend Joe Maddox earlier, who's going to be coming on the podcast very soon.
Yeah.
And we were basically saying about like, because you know they call these conspiracy theorists who believe like the world is run by lizard people
Yeah.
and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are you going to do if it is? I was like,
Nothing.
let's say it is run
what
by
can you
these
do?
lizard overlords who have been eating African babies for years,
Yeah.
and all they want to do is feed off humanity. And what are we going to do? It's all hail the lizard people, if
Yeah.
that is true.
You can't. I reckon
Yeah,
it is.
but-
I
yeah,
reckon
but-
it is real. It's like Kang and Kodo.
Yeah, but if
Kudos
that is the
from
case-
Simpsons.
I don't
But
think
if-
I'm onto
but
that.
if
Never watch The Simpsons. They're the
Yeah.
aliens, Kang
Right,
and Kudos.
okay.
They're
But
pretty
if-
always like taking over people.
Yeah.
Like they're always the president.
But do you know if that
Freddie
is the-
Quinn looked like them when he had his...
He did.
But do you know if that's the case,
them.
though?
Yeah, yeah, okay.
And that was Freddie Quinn when he's in intensive care.
yeah, the ringer of
Wow.
them. So what I want to do...
But
'cause
if
obvious-
that is the... Just one second.
all right, Chris.
But do you know if that is the case? Is there not enough civilians than the lizard people to overthrow them?
Yeah, but argue
Yeah,
now
but
you
if
do.
you don't know how powerful these lizards are.
Wow.
If they've managed to run Earth for millions of years, they can kill you.
Well, have you seen... you know, have you ever watched Planet of the Apes?
Yeah,
I've seen it.
The
Where,
new
like,
one's out.
Yeah, where the monkeys, they come over and fucking kill everyone, take over the world. I don't know if it's biologists
And
or
they
whatever you
speak
want to
as
call
well,
them. They reckon that apes and like primates now are reaching their a stone age because like orangutans and that, there's videos of it. Orangutans have watched humans' behaviour and like there's been these orangutans hanging off branches, spearfishing and catching food. So they're watching like human behaviour and changing, and they reckon the apes have hit their stone age now. So they'll develop in like thousands of years.
How sick would it be if we watched the human evolution happen again? Because I've always said, because
Who was there to watch it the first time?
there's all these mad conspiracy theories of like people think
Alien shagged monkeys.
like we didn't actually evolve and all
Alien
that.
shagged monkeys and we were the
Yeah, we
spawn
were
of
the
it, innit?
byproduct of it.
Look, lad, spearfishing off the tree.
Like,
Some aliens.
Shut
then,
up.
fucking
That's
hell.
fucking
that,
mad.
it's
that,
crazy, lad.
Mad, isn't it?
So like what would happen if the monkeys did take over? Like?
I don't think they could take over. Like, I think, yeah, but how did they take over in the film?
I don't know, there's that many planets.
They
of the
took
apes, isn't
over
there?
in the film because I don't know, they overran. But because,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is there more monkeys in the
No.
world?
No, but
No
they're just
chance,
highly intelligent.
But they get
But
to the
more
point...
intelligent than us. They've just hit the Stone Age. They're still spearfish and fish. We're
Smashing it,
catching
though.
fish on our iPhone playing games.
Maybe
what I
that's where we went wrong.
Teach a man to fish. You can
Play a
can
game on
catch-
your phone.
Yeah.
You'll never
How long we
Teach
done,
man.
Jack?
Yeah. Say it was half an hour.
Yeah.
Just actual clean. Right, okay, so what I want to do, let's go back to the...
Dead quick, sorry, let me jump in.
Go on.
Did you see that one of Theo Von, where they said, do you reckon if you went back to the Roman times with a fully charged iPhone, do you reckon you could take over the world? And he goes, no, I probably think they'll say, you're gay and kill me.
Listen,
Would you know? Do you reckon?
I don't...
How could you take over the world? Or where would you start?
You're the only person with the phone.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
scenario.
but there's going to be no signal, so you can't use it.
You've just been teleported to Julius Caesar era with a fully charged iPhone. What do you do next? But your plan is...
Okay, well, who's playing who in this?
Wait there. Can I ask you a question? Which iPhone have I got?
Let's say the new one.
The latest
iPhone
one.
15 Pro Max.
Pro
Yeah,
Max.
yeah.
Sound.
Right,
So I can't reach over the other side with my phone.
But you're wanting to take over. That's what you've gone back for.
Oh, so that's your goal.
You're wanting to take over.
And your means of doing it is
What's
an
your
iPhone.
plan?
What's your plan? What are you doing? How are you doing it? Maybe not so much scenario, but
Get pictures of them all with like filters on and make them all shit themselves because they think they've got dog ears.
devil.
Yeah, but
You'd make... but
Where are you starting? What are you?
you'd have to firstly start by building the telephone mast because you'd have no signal. So the iPhone's about as much use as the fucking stone tablets they've been writing their shit on.
No, we are. So you've got all the
He's
signal.
finding loopholes.
Yeah.
You've got all the
I'm just
signal and
thinking
everything.
logical.
Yeah, I know that.
Tech.
But
Go on, squeeze that.
would you let them dissect the phone, or would you
No,
keep the
because
phone?
technically though, if you're the only one with the phone and you're taking pictures and doing all shit, how could you...
Throw at me with
How could you
swords and then I'm like
broadcast it?
that with ringtones.
Yeah, but
How could you broadcast the shit you want to broadcast to people when you're the only one that's got the phone
Well,
to
okay,
see it?
Yeah, no.
If we're speaking that you've been sent back in time, I'm assuming the iPhone we've got maybe slightly more advanced than just your everyday iPhones. So let's say you can go live on Instagram and shit and show people in the present time what you're up to back then, just so that we could, because otherwise the answer's Stead's playing Zim
No,
on the phone
no,
doesn't
no.
work, you fucked it.
No, but have you ever seen the episode of Misfits where they go back in time?
I have.
And to kill Hitler, and he drops his phone and Hitler's like,
Yeah.
whoa, and then he thingies
And then
in,
the
and
Nazi uprising,
and then he wins,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like the little butterfly effect. But what do you reckon it would have been like, though, if you was to go back in time, drop off an iPhone and then come back? Do you reckon
Flying cars and everything.
everything would be
Everything.
different?
Well,
I just reckon we'd have probably a lot more footage of the Roman Empire.
yeah.
But they'd suck each other off.
I don't reckon they're intelligent enough though either.
I mean,
The Greek, the Romans.
No, because I seen this clip as well again. Like fucking, they were talking about it, saying like they were ancient civilizations and they were so advanced and all that. He said, yeah, they were so advanced that like
They died
when the
off.
Greeks used the fucking Trojan horse and wheeled it up to the gates of Troy, and they were like, hey, horse outside, massive giant wooden horse, we won't have a look, and then let it in, and then they all got killed. They're stupid.
yeah, how advanced were they?
Do you know what's mad? I was watching a thing on Netflix.
Horrible histories.
It was a Graham Hancock show, and it was basically, you know, the way they reckon the first ever like primal humans was like 7,000 years ago, but he's trying to prove the fact of it was there before the Ice Age, and that like he's been visiting different sites where it was like they reckon civilizations itself was only around like 7,000 years ago, but he's found monuments and structures and stuff in the ground that's like 25,000 years old that
Yeah.
proves human life was there before it.
People think there's been loads of mass extinctions
Yeah,
of
yeah,
other
yeah.
advanced civilizations and stuff.
But this is what I'm saying, how advanced... like, maybe it sounds stupid me saying it because we're so advanced now, but it technically could still happen to us. But how advanced of a civilization have you got to be if you always keep getting fucking wiped out?
I think that's out of your control.
it's not
Like if a big rock falls from space, it doesn't matter how good your phones are, it's killing you.
Yeah, true.
Exactly.
Do you
And the
No.
fucking Yellowstone National Park volcano, that fucking erupts, you gone.
I don't reckon that's
But
it.
I-
I think that's just
but
a
I-
scare
No,
tactic. you know.
I think it doesn't affect the world. It'll kill a lot of fucking America, but it won't.
But I
Would
don't
we
get,
miss them?
I don't get how an ash cloud can surround the world to the point where everything just...
Because the ozone
Can't-
layer
you
keeps
can't
it in,
rule it out,
gravity's
though.
pulling in because it's got particles in, gravity's pulling the particles to the earth, so it's hard for it to
No,
just
but
like...
It's not going to
Surely
escape the
expand.
atmosphere.
No, but
It'll just go
surely if
round.
you-
And then the
No,
winds
but-
blow it around.
Surely, yeah, but
wonder
surely,
where
that's
all
what
that
I
ash
mean,
is
but
now.
surely the wind of just natural
it's
wind
not,
in general. and
It's
like,
not ash yet. It's because it's got to erupt.
And
It's
like-
got to have that chemical reaction.
No, but
not-
do you remember that ash
not
cloud a few years
fans,
ago? That
obviously,
fucked
but, like,
everything up for weeks.
a propeller in the sense of we can make, like in Paris and shit like that, we can make our own clouds. So how come we can't make something to destroy ash clouds, if that makes sense?
It doesn't.
It
know what I
doesn't.
mean?
No, it
No.
doesn't.
We
Because
know
because a
it's not-
normal
No,
'cause when
cloud
we-
that
when
makes
we-
weather wouldn't affect an ash cloud.
When we went to Paris,
Rain on it.
when we went to
Rain
Paris with the school,
on me.
they said that they create their own clouds
Yeah.
because it's because.
But why is
it's
that
a
stopping
hot-
an ash cloud?
But no, but what I'm
That's
saying
just to
is,
store everyone's pictures.
but what I'm saying is, if you can create clouds, if you can create clouds to affect weather, how come you can't affect do it the opposite way and
make weather to
and-
affect clouds.
no and make something to destroy.
It's raining. Where's the clouds? How is this happening?
No, and make something to take the ash out the air, or
Massive
make the
hoovers.
cloud
Just
come
someone
out
goes
the air.
like, just you make planes with massive sieves on them.
Just Henry Hoover planes.
So Chris, so no, I feel like Chris is trying to say
Yeah, I
something.
know. Yeah.
So
No,
what-
no, I get what he's trying to say.
Do ya? Explain
please
it.
shed some light.
So what he's saying is, if a
'Cause I
volcano erupts and there's fucking ash clouds in the atmosphere,
Yeah.
Just make normal clouds,
why
bro.
can't we just suck them in and get rid of them?
Yeah, why can't you just suck it into something and get rid of it?
Yeah, because
Or-
are
or
you
make holes
Blow
in
some
it.
to the space.
Yeah, because it can't just make
everyone
no, but
at
it
once.
can't just make them.
That's the gayest thing.
Yeah, there you go.
It's like that
can't-
thing if everyone jumped at the same time with the Earth got off its orbit. Let's try
That's
it.
all I ask, because some people don't have legs.
No, but that's a valid question.
Yeah, but then you just grab the people who haven't got legs and throw them at the floor as you're jumping. But
No, because to do that you've got to make ash clouds.
Yeah.
no, I know what you're saying, but do you mean if they can create a cloud, why can't they suck a cloud back in? Because it doesn't work like
No,
that.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying make something to make clouds disperse. as
Like
in-
when you jizz on your bird's face, you can't suck it back
Boys,
in
do you
your
know
dick, can
what?
you?
Like all this actually national park shit and that. Can we actually talk about UFOs for a minute? Because I have been proper in a fucking rabbit hole with aliens and that recently. You know, like all the new series on Netflix now are well more interesting because the way that they're backing up all these facts now are getting up actual Pentagon fucking meetings where they're talking about UFOs, admitting they are real, admitting to UFOs crashing, admitting to taking
But there was that-
spaceships into
Very
military
Trying to
bases and
reverse
that.
engineer them to
fella
understand
was
the
like
technology.
the original like whistleblower who worked in Area 51 and stuff, and like he's fucking, they're after him. And he was saying about like there's technology. He's seen some of the fucking.
Is this that Bob
spaceship
Lazar
now.
fella?
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
And he was saying like the technology that's in them. He said it's not our technology.
Yeah.
He went because like if we were to ride in one of them ships, he was like. Your body would just turn into dust. He said the fucking force and the speed it travels
Well, I
at.
remember
Yeah.
he said, I watched, I
What a
think
cool
I think
name,
it was
though.
when he was on Joe Rogan and he said
his
he's
name?
seen
Bob Lazar.
something. He said he's seen something in, I think, let's just say Area 51 in like a lab there, and he had like a reactor chamber from what would be like the engine of one of these machines, and he found a way to activate this reactor, and upon turning it on, it was like trying to push two, like if you tried to touch it, it was like trying to push two batteries together. There was like a field of energy around it, which means you couldn't get near it, and he said that's how, like,
That's how they propel.
I mean, like let's just say what he's saying to us for the sake of like trying to explain it. He said the way they like, because he said they can travel through like air and water and time and space, like it's one thing to them, it doesn't matter. And he said the way they do it is they create this energy field around the craft with these reactors so that when they go into, say they go underwater, it won't create a bubble around them, but the water just won't touch them.
Won't touch the spaceship. I know what you mean. Yeah. It's the way that he was explaining it as well. It was like the craft itself, when it's in its that state of flying, it weighs nothing.
Yeah, because it's not part of anything.
Whatever it is, it weighs nothing, and that's why it makes it go so quick.
Like they don't look at, like the way we look at travelling on air, land and sea as 3 different things. To that it's the same. It just goes.
Doesn't matter where it is.
You need to get yourself on some of these UFO programs on Netflix. They're crazy.
Taking a break from them.
I do love a little rabbit hole, like
boss, lad.
alien hole.
Right, yeah, then. Okay, so here's what I was going to say before then. So let's say aliens have come to Earth.
Okay.
Right. And let's say use 2 of the aliens. Okay. Now me and you, for some reason.
I'm an alien. They an alien.
No. So them 2 are me and you are people. Me and you are me and you.
Okay, shit.
And for some reason, the governments of the world decided, right, we're sending Danny and Bobby here to go and try and work a deal out with these aliens.
They're quite funny. They'll help us.
Because you have come, you want to take over. Now, what we'll do, we'll have to split off into 2 groups. There's going to be like a little group project here. Okay? So, you 2 are going to have to, if you want to leave the room, you can take 5. What you need to do, you have come to take over the world, right? So you have got to think of 3 things that...
I was going to shit myself then, you know.
You've got to think of 3 things that you want. Why is here? What you want? And me and Bobby have then got to... But, like, you've got to be quite outlandish, though, like, and then we've got to try and then negotiate with them and work out what can we give them.
Miss Congeniality.
So, I want
I love your movies.
I want this to be like a meeting. You need to really get into character. You need to make this believable. So
we should have been the aliens.
No, yeah.
I want to take over.
What we can do is me and Bobby will leave the room for 5 minutes. Used to.
Are you the aliens or?
Why are we leaving the room?
No, because this has got to be improvised. Okay, if you already know what you want, you can do. But like, if you want to think of some stuff,
because what if we want
and action.
No,
Danny, what a day, lad. Oh my.
Yeah. What if we wanted?
I'm an alien. I'm a nickel alien.
What is it that you want?
What if I want separate things, but collectively?
Whoa, alien who's a scouser?
What if collectively we want?
Hey, Liam.
Check this, lad.
Okay, let's just say you've been put into this form so that we can sit and speak to you and we can understand you and that.
You opened that door.
Right, okay. Okay, so we'll begin.
First.
Me and Bobby have been sent here collectively by the government of the world.
Okay.
They had a summit meeting for it. And they were like, right,
the 2 best people.
These are the 2 we're sending. We don't know how they came to the conclusion that we were the guys for it.
But they did.
But we were the guys. Now, you can make demands and whatever, but we're just here to try and negotiate peace. Now, you don't want peace. We do. Now, this is for educational purposes, because if ever there is 2 people sent to negotiate the future of humanity with the aliens, not even if it's not us, I want people to learn from our minds.
Yeah, okay.
I'm expecting you to lead this.
Right.
Now,
hello, aliens.
Gentlemen.
Can we... gentle beings.
Are you assuming our gender?
Gentle beings. Lad, you're an alien. Right, so... Can we start off with your names?
Your name, sir? Sorry.
Being, yeah.
Being.
David Beckham.
I knew you looked familiar.
I knew that tattoo from somewhere.
What do you mean that?
It's a fucking tree.
No, so your name, please, sir.
Oh, I go by a few names.
Okay. Ooh, you're mysterious. Nice. I'm getting quite.
That's one of them. Mysterious X.
Right. So what? Give
Mine's
me one.
Roxalien.
Roxalien. All right, Roxalien. Nice to meet you. What happening? Have you picked up on our accent? Have you?
Yeah. Chameleon.
Oh wow.
Chameleon.
No, I'm a comedian.
I'm Danny's ex-parrot.
Oh.
From the fisheries.
Oh, racist.
Different parrot.
Oh yeah, shit. Sorry.
Different parrot.
Yeah. So what are you doing here?
Just come fuck your shit up.
We're on holiday. This is like our summer holidays. So
It's our spring break.
These
Yeah.
are the lad, these are the maddest aliens
our-
ever, lad.
lad.
Why are they speaking?
Okay,
This
so
is our
how...
Cancun.
spring break,
We don't
baby.
still call them that. Now, why are you here?
I'm not first bumping racism.
Oh, I wasn't.
Oh.
Going like that.
No. What brings you to our planet of Earth?
What's racism?
Yeah,
We
actually.
don't know.
We won't get into that right now. It's taken up a lot of our time already over the last 100 or so years. We're ready to move past it. Now, what brings you to our planet of Earth?
It's a lot less hotter than ours.
And
Sorry, my friend has a tick.
And you've come from?
Uranus.
So stupid, I love it. Uranus. Whoa.
Because we've been said to establish a few things with you. Firstly, what would you like from us?
Yeah. Can at least turn him feral.
Will.
I've hit me neck.
Right,
So fast. Have you seen a fat alien?
right. Let's start seeing again.
Fuck off,
I feel like the
I
message
can't
got
do
away
that.
from us a little bit.
Right, yeah, well, we'll be the aliens then.
Okay.
Come on,
Okay.
I've got to be a character.
Okay.
All right. Where'd you get them from?
The Garys, I think.
Oh,
Right, okay. I think we and Bobby will
The
be the
fuck's
aliens.
this?
martial artist, everybody.
What's that, lad? Have you got it yet?
It sounds.
Right, let's be serious. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah,
The future of humanity could hang on.
Let's be serious, boys. We're going to pretend to be aliens now. Please stop.
Yeah, boys, I'm trying to get into character as an extraterrestrial. Can you grow up?
Right.
Okay.
Right, me and the aliens.
Hi,
then.
listeners. We're joined on the couch today by two extraterrestrial beings.
We'll
that
call
have-
them Thing 1 and Thing 2.
My name is Neon.
I will stick with my given name of Daniel.
Okay. Ooh. And he's making an Illuminati sign, so don't trust him. It's not.
I learned this from the Tate brothers.
He thinks
Two
he's
big
top.
figures on your planet, I
He
believe.
thinks he's top G. He's seen a lot of YouTube videos, seen a lot of podcasts.
what brings yous-
I don't feel comfortable with the way your mannerisms are in this setting. Can you please calm down, sir?
I don't trust him.
I
What brings you to this planet?
Well, little do you know, us
Sounds like Christopher Walken. Little do you know.
Us, Spliceal beans.
little do you know, us
A little something called the Milky Way Galaxy.
we're reptilian overlords. We've actually
The
been
Milky
running
Bars are on, Danny.
we've actually been running your planet for the last 3 or so million years.
Some of your
How?
well-known politicians.
Yeah, we've just been overseeing things.
Yeah, yeah, we're being involved.
We know you've had a few wars, when we're just sort of here to make sure you don't take it a little bit too far. We know the missiles you've got.
We remember the Cold
We've
War.
seen them.
Yeah.
Hold on.
We've seen them.
That's why we took it to Iraq. It's warmer.
Now, we've been overseeing things for the last 3 or so million years, and we've been watching you carefully.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, we've promised never to interject and never
How
to intervene.
careful?
I'll finish.
How careful?
Considering he's speaking to an alien,
How rude are these humans?
considering he's speaking to an alien, he doesn't seem to respect them. Well, we basically promised never to intervene unless we thought you were taking things a little bit too far. And we do believe recently is maybe you've overstepping a little bit.
Yeah.
We've heard that there's a
What are
few...
you classing as too far?
Fucking
Jesus Christ. This man doesn't let you go away with it, does he? Now, recently we've seen a few things coming to light in in humanity, and we don't always kept them hidden from us. We've got secret child trafficking rings, politicians are becoming corrupt.
That's pizza.
We're constantly on the brink of war down here. What's going on?
It's time for us to step in,
What are you classing
intervene.
as too far?
Well, firstly, I think lack of manners.
Excuse me, you're on
First
our
of all,
planet.
it's nice to actually speak.
Am I not a guest?
You're on our planet. So we will do as we please.
Have you ever heard of advanced civilizations? That was us. We left.
You ever heard of being a good host? Apparently, not a cup of tea in sight.
That's what I was literally going to say. Do you want a cup of tea?
There's an iced tea.
I finished it.
And that's the power of aliens.
See?
See? Back.
Do you see that?
Don't you know what you're messing with?
Frisbee bottles. He manifested it. Okay. Well, we apologise for our very immature behaviour.
Take it back.
See, now,
The
Couple
moment's
of-
gone.
a couple of things that I want to negotiate with you.
Okay.
For the last 3 or so million years,
Yep.
we may have been working in tandem with a few of these child trafficking rings because we feed on the souls of human beings.
Yeah.
The children, the blood's a lot more pure.
Yeah. Tighter.
Now, with things...
This is not
with things coming to light in what you call the media recently, we're just worried we've implied ourselves too heavily. We want to know, there's names being named, flight logs being released. We want to make sure, are we safe? And if we are, do we carry on the little deal we've got going where you harvest us the least valuable of the humans? We feed on their souls and blood, and we come to and from the planet as and when we please. But we're just worried that maybe...
Well, as of late, it's very hard because all of this minority, I'd like to say...
you still having problems with them?
The people you are using to supply you with these souls are all getting sort of caught up in legal battles. You've got your Epsteins, you've got your Diddy's, like there's all these corrupt people.
We've had a trade deal going with the American politicians and the elites of the world for a few years where they harvest us the African babies. And we let you do your thing as you please. Couple of changes in the dynamic. We're not happy with how you're dealing with things. Things are becoming too on top in the media. Now, we've got a whole planet to feed. Mars.
Yeah. Uranus. I'm from Uranus.
Whoa.
Now,
so, are we feeding you and yours and his planets? Like, are you
from the same planet?
Just us two.
Just
from the same planet.
It's just us.
I don't think you've listened to a word we've said this entire time.
It's just me and Danny. He lives on Uranus. No, I live in... No. He lives on Mars.
That's the
I live on
gayest
Uranus. Yeah.
he lives on mine.
I live on Danny's Uranus, actually, yeah.
Now, the intergalactic trade deal, you harvest us the souls of the children.
Yeah.
We let you do your thing.
Yeah.
We've been happy with that for years. It seems to have worked really well.
Yeah.
Now, your media, running wild.
Yes, sir.
The politicians, running wild.
Yes,
You
sir.
have now developed nuclear weapons, and there seems to be a severely autistic man developing electric cars trying to make it to our home planet. The deal was we can come here, you can't go the other way.
He's not autistic, he's just from Uranus as well.
What are we doing about that?
What are you doing about that?
Listen, scrap this a minute though, right? Do you reckon? Sorry.
I was trying to create art.
I know, it was very artistic, it was very autistic.
It's so autistic.
Do you reckon there's... So I am fully a believer in aliens. I fully believe that there is something else out there.
I never used to, but I think I do now.
You watch them documentaries on that, because there's like all these people who've been abducted and everything. They're always telling the same story, but like they've never met. You know what I mean? It's always the ship always looks like this, and the people always look like this, and then this exact thing happened, and it's always the same story. But like all over the US, there's been loads in Japan. There's like all over. But now, I don't know why they're doing it though. America keep talking about it now. They keep releasing stuff of like, there's a video of like jets out near like the sea and thingy. Have you seen? And then the UFO flying around and fucking shoots off. They've released that and everything. Honestly,
here's what this could be this could genuinely be just a conspiracy theorist in me. But remember, I spoke to you ages ago about this Operation Bluebeam where they said to project holograms of UFOs into the sky, and then it looks that real, nobody will ever question it. I think, let's say what you're saying is, like, well, what you're saying is true, they're starting to drip feed us information. What has always been the case is before anything major gets announced to the public or any major change in society happens, they desensitise you to it over the years. So they'll just drip feed little bits of it in until eventually it seems normal and no one's actually that arsed about it anymore. I think what's going to happen eventually is over lockdown, the Pentagon releases a little bit of information, then other governments start speaking about it, and then America starts speaking about it, so that when they eventually, boom, Operation Bluebeam, everyone goes, oh shit, yeah, they did tell us it was going to happen.
Yeah, but I know what you're saying about Operation
Bluebeam. To avoid
Bluebeam.
mass hysteria.
Operation Bluebeam is... Basically, they'll get drones and they'll put it in the sky. Have you ever seen the
like Spider-Man?
Spider-Man. Have you seen the new Spider-Man with Jake Gyllenhaal, the robot?
I've not seen it, no.
Well, anyway, loads of robots and they project stuff, but there's that many of them, like drones, that they can project anything, like aliens coming down and fucking shooting shit and whatever. But the reason for Operation Bluebeam is so this mass event happens and like people sort of die, and we all go under one ruling. So, like, instead of it being loads of governments, it's like, oh, we're all fighting against aliens, so we'll all just join together. Like a one world order, that's what they've always wanted. But the only thing with that, though, these UFO sightings have been since, like, the 1930s, and that's what they haven't always had this Operation Bluebeam in the red.
Maybe it was always part of the plan, because it's not like anything else.
From the 30s, though. And when the 30s, they're going to say, well, let's fake an alien attack.
Well, because in the 30s was right around the time of the First World War, and then we had the Second World War a few years later. So maybe the government,
maybe like
1914.
years earlier.
Yeah, so maybe
The First World War was 1914.
Yeah, when Franz Ferdinand got assassinated.
Oh, well, I'm a little bit thingy on the dates, but I wasn't there either. To be honest, Chris. But I think, because, like, imagine announcing aliens to the... It's not like you're announcing a new sign, and you're basically saying all them planets up there, something's
like
on them.
Like Alexis Sanchez playing the piano.
That's nothing he could have just done in 20 years. That's going to have to be something which, like, for as far back as we can remember, aliens, or at least the talk of aliens, have always been a talking point in society.
Yeah, but you know, when you say, like, you can't do something that like, quick, I always think, like, I don't know, it sounds a bit mad to compare it, but the way you're saying it's so quick and you can't do something like that so quick. Do you know when you watch a video of someone that's doing something to someone else and they don't know that they're there? Say I'm, like, down the road and I'm, like, throwing stuff at you, or, like, I'm trying to scare you, but you actually don't know I'm there. Yeah. Whereas, like, when you're watching someone do something and you're thinking, surely he must know that he's there. Whereas if it's you in that position, you don't know it's actually, like, you just don't think it's happening. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what, Chris? Right?
Scramble.
Chris, do you know what? I don't think I've ever met anyone so bad at explaining.
If something's happening to you, but you genuinely don't know what's going on. Like, you don't know what's going to happen next. But if you're watching it from, like, an outside perspective, like if I'm watching him do something to you, and from your perspective, you're like, I don't know what's going on. Like, you haven't got a clue what's going on.
Here's a scenario.
But then, like, say, like,
I'm hiding behind the bush. And I'm throwing stuff at Danny, and Danny doesn't know that I'm throwing stuff at him at a bush. But what's the other person got to do with it who's overwatching it?
So from an outsider's perspective, so I'm going, like, how the fuck does he not know he's there? Do you know what I mean? Whereas for you, you're like I haven't got a fucking clue what's going on.
So when do the aliens come in?
So I'm saying as in, like, because that's there and then, I'm saying, like, for you to say it can't just happen like that. It could just happen like that, as in, like, if you're doing something and no one knows what's going on in that moment. Do you know what I mean?
Like, do you a favour for everybody watching this, because there's going to be a few thousand people watch this. My apologies first and foremost. For anyone watching who knows what he means there, please comment a layman explanation for that, because Chris, as much as I would love to go, oh yeah, I'm on it, I don't
it's
know
hard
what
to
you
explain.
mean.
It's hard to explain.
I've got a clue what you're talking about, lad.
It's hard to explain.
Just going. So I'm on about the way. Me and you just be talking about. Me and you just be talking about the governments of the world planning a fake alien invasion to get everybody on the planet under one rule. And Chris is going, do you know what it reminds me of? Right? Imagine Bobby's in a bush throwing things at Danny. Right. And Danny doesn't know he's there. But I'm seeing it.
But I'm standing on the other side of the road watching, going, I can see him and I can see him, but how can he not see him?
I'm saying
because he's got tunnel vision and he's looking where he's going, but he can't see him in the bush, but I can see him in the bush. So why can't he see him in the bush?
I'm saying from the perspective of you're saying you can't just have a conversation and one day go, oh, we're going to plan a fucking alien attack, like, there and then, but you probably could do that.
The communication stream.
Because no one's fucking thinking about it. So if no one's got it in their head, then you could literally tomorrow just plan it and put it into motion.
Alright, here's an idea then, Chris. What I want you to do tomorrow,
what I'm saying.
I want you to sit down and plan me a fake alien invasion, because you can just sit down and do it. According to Chris, as long as I don't know Bobby's in the bush.
Obviously, I'm not saying.
As long as I don't know Bobby's in the bush, Chris could sit down tomorrow and plan me the entire stage there. So, Chris, what I want you to do, it's Friday
But it's not
tomorrow.
one person, is it? Your tits,
Alright,
it's a load of people.
Tomorrow.
Mother,
and then
I've got homework.
Saturday, Chris, I want you to email me your plan,
fucking formal list, lad.
and we will do it.
I'm not going to email you, obviously, because I'm just going to do it and you're not going to know about it. It's going to happen.
Was I in the bush all along?
Be like fucking Shutter Island.
I was like, even on these documentaries though, where there was people were talking about getting abducted by aliens, and it was just like, you know, some people would love, because you know what some people are like, where they'll love to blag and they're like, I got abducted. But then it was showing people who've never ever spoke about shit before, and it's like, but they spoke about it at the time and have never been in any news media or anything. And then
imagine the PTSD of it.
like, listen, there was people on it. They were saying like, I've never in my whole life been that scared. Like, I was there. Imagine just being in a big field on your own, and then this big massive like oval thing comes over you, big beams like that, and then next minute I fucking pass out. I wake up and I'm on a table. Just all crazy stuff they were saying.
What were they saying was happening to them on the ship though? Were they cutting them open and looking in them?
Here's the maddest one. And this was on 2 separate Netflix like documentaries thing. There was a fella and he was working. So 2 of the people on it used to work for
As waitresses in a cocktail bar.
Yeah, working at the wait the devil bar. Right,
That's how the aliens said it.
Yeah, they worked in like military. So one worked in the military in England.
Credible fella.
They worked in another fella worked in the military in America, and he was out somewhere with one of his mates. He was only camping, and then next minute, oval shape, fucking beam down. His mate fucking collapsed. He got abducted. Blah blah blah. And he was never allowed to tell anyone because it's all
Military clearance.
You have like, if you're in the military, you cannot talk about it. It's all like declassified, whatever.
Compartmentalised information.
And he never told anyone. Blah blah. He's not allowed his medical records from any hospital. He's not. He's not allowed to touch it or whatever. And then 16 years after the abduction, he got his full body x-rayed, but not through a hospital. Like, he goes to someone else to get it done, and he had a little chip in his knee with wires going down his leg, and he's got no scar for any chip or anything to be put in his leg. Like, you need to look it up. It's fucking nuts, lad. And he's like, I don't know how it got in there. And then there was another fella, and because he reckons he got too close to a UFO, because it was in England, it was thinking whiz around England. They always seem to whiz around a military base. Always see what's going on.
Maybe
whatever.
They're coming back for the boys.
Yeah. So this UFO was whizzing around this military base and landed, and they all went out to think. And he went, I physically walked up to something, it was there, and we like, the person I was with was like, whoa. And then next minute, he said it didn't even make a noise. The only thing you could hear was like the rustles of the feathers, like the leaves, like thing you don't. He went, I've never seen something move that fast in my life. And he said, because I'm just a military man, I didn't think much of it. No, he's not allowed his medical records, and now he's got him and this other fella in America have both got this same thing in the corneas in their eye, and the way that you get it is off staying at like a radiation point for too long, and it burns the retinas in your eyes. And the pair of them have got that, and one of them's got radiation sickness, who's never been around radiation in his life, and they reckon it's off that. That's why he's not allowed his medical records.
Wow.
It's fucking crazy, lad. Crazy. And it's
Where
more
did you watch this? Netflix?
on Netflix. I'll send you them. There was one of them was like an unsolved mystery one, and another one was
Danny
UFO.
doesn't know I'm here.
But it was unbelievable, and it makes it even more better now, because it's like, well, we believe this. It's like they're giving you hard evidence, like this happened, and this is where, and this is why, and they're all talking about.
Do you reckon you could get that out?
What?
The fucking chip.
I don't. This is what the only thing that they never answered on the 2 of them. Did they take it out his fucking leg? I don't. That's the only thing I don't know. Whether he still got it in him.
If that's you, if that's like, if you obviously, as you say, he's military. If that's you, you're fucking wanting to get it out, aren't you?
Exactly. Yeah. No. But I don't know if he did or didn't.
Do you know what I think though? Right, I think I'm too needy to get abducted by aliens, me, because I proper want them to. And then, once they had done, I'd be like, do it again. Yeah. Like, I'd want to get to know them and that, me. I don't think they'd like me.
I'd love the fact of aliens, but I know for a fact if I seen an alien flying down, I would curry it.
I'd get curious.
No, I'd shit me cakes.
You say that, but you'd probably be fucking 3 edibles deep and go,
I think you've just shit yourself at your own reflection in the mirror.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I did jump at my reflection there.
Exactly.
No, because that was because I didn't know there was going to be a mirror there.
Yeah, but so how are you going to react to
you not knowing that I was not behind the wall? Well,
where was Chris?
I was videoing from a distance going, fucking hell, how do you not know he's there?
Okay, because Chris, I'm half dying to know what you meant before. So,
the way you've just said then, you don't know if you wouldn't know. Something's just gonna appear out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, in the sense of, sometimes things happen and you're completely oblivious, but from other people's perspective, looking at it from like a different view, they'd be like, how does he not know that's going on? That's what I was trying to
So
say.
like people who were on Impractical Jokers and you're like, how don't they know they're being filmed?
And surely someone is sitting there going, he's obviously taking the piss here. Do you know what I mean?
I think
and
you
he's
might
obviously
be.
taking the piss here. But what I'm saying, that like in my head, I'm thinking like, come Ed, in some of them things.
But who's the third one? Who's the third person you're talking about? I don't get it.
So
you got the person who's doing it, the person who doesn't have a clue. Who's the one going,
so
how
saying,
the fuck is he doing
so
that?
he's saying like the way...
Like,
so what he's saying... So what he's saying is the way, like, you couldn't, like the way he was going back to before, like you couldn't just sit there and plan it. But if all these group leaders got together and for like, I don't know, like obviously it's not going to be done.
Yeah,
You mean like the
exactly.
United Nations?
What I'm saying is, if all these people got together, and obviously, like you said, it's not going to be overnight, but if it's not going to take fucking, it's not going to be done from the 30s. So you could do it over like 5 years.
Yeah,
which isn't a long space of time in the grand scheme of it, but it's not short.
See,
that's what I meant.
No, my point on it was though is like
That
something
what
that
you've just said
intricate.
was not what you
No,
just said
no,
before.
obviously.
No, it was actually night and day.
Yeah.
But like, so what that was my point before is something like that, which let's say they are doing, let's say they're trying to plan this little secret invasion, and like right, before like, cause they're like let's say all the world leaders have sat down. And the door did open again, and it's the aliens. He's been in the bush the whole time.
There's no bush.
And all the world leaders sat down, right, and they were like, right, okay, right. Even though we're all from different places, and you know, you use this religion and use that religion. At the core, we all want the same. We all want full power. So let's just cut some of the fat off it. I know you believe in this God and you believe in that God, right? None of them are real aliens, right? This is the plan now. I don't think that's something you can plan in 5 years. That's something which is going to change humanity forever. So what I'm saying is maybe they did start planning it in like the 30s. They just didn't have the technology to make it happen, and they needed to plan it so meticulously to get it done properly. Because imagine you get to the day and it fucks up and one of the drones goes off and you go, where's it gone?
Look how vastly different the globe is, the world is. So like you've got the likes of us, our civilization, who are highly advanced, and you've got tribes in fucking the Amazon and the Congo who fucking
Never seen a blackberry.
Yeah, still fucking eating humans, and then
they've got no idea he's in the bush.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like, loads of bushes here with Bobby.
Exactly.
So like, how do you get that information across to everyone at the same rate?
Right, well, yeah, since I was speaking about spooky stuff, right, here's one for you.
How long, Jack?
I like spooky.
Yeah.
Nice, that's about it.
Let me
About
just
an hour,
first. Let me just check something here.
I like
dead quick.
spooky stuff. Danny, hit me with it.
Right, so what do you know about the Appalachian Mountains?
Is this the one in America?
It is. So
And it's meant to be. It was meant to be it was a city. It was a town.
If
And
I might. So Jack, you might need to Google this for me just to make
no,
sure.
hey, it was on that documentary.
John
What's
Zavida.
the one I'm thinking of? And it's the tribes used to live there, and it's
So
like
I don't actually. I'm not sure about any of that, but actually, I went down I've been on an Appalachia conspiracy fucking wormhole recently. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I'm sure the Appalachian Mountain Range is in Alaska. Mm-hmm. I could be wrong, but I know it's in America.
Just been
and
fucking fooled myself there.
where this mountain range
In
is.
North America, yeah.
So where this mountain range is, Appalachia, it's been there since like when the Earth was still Pangea, that one big continent, and it's one of the only places that has like remained the exact same since the inception of like any in like time. These mountains and this place has remained intact and the same forever. So the theory of it is like there's things that lived there millions of years ago that have still never left, and what people believe now is like there's a really dark spiritual entity that is, whether it's one or many of them, people don't know, but there's these things that people call skinwalkers, right?
Oh, fucking
now,
horrible
night.
thing.
Now,
lad.
there's loads of
skinwalkers.
So what people say about the Appalachian Mountains is because people have had it before, where like there was a thing years ago, a group of campers went and they went missing. Now they found their tent still perfectly intact. All the stuff was still there as they left it, but they found them strung up in the trees. All these fellas dead. Right, now, there's been people, you'll find loads on TikTok, that's where I get all of my hard proof from now, TikTok.
Yeah, of course.
But
TikTok's
people are saying,
information in it.
people are saying that these skinwalkers are like, it's like let's just say, for lack of a better term, like a witch or like an old spirit, and they can take the form of like
shapeshifters, basically.
Yeah, they can take the form. Say me and you were out for a walk in the Appalachian Mountains, and you went missing, like people will walk the dogs and they'll hear someone going, help, hello, and then they'll start hearing the name and shit like that. There's videos of it. There's people like pitch black, middle of fucking nowhere, and you can hear someone going, hello.
Yeah, but they're just so easy.
Hey, Bobby, get out the bush!
No, it's so it's so easy to fake. But there's one. So like, there's one where like this woman, she's videoing a husky at the door, scratching to get in. She's like, I'm not opening that fucking door. She's like, that's my dog. Then she goes, my dog sat next to me. Like, they'll take the form of things that you know.
And she lived there or something?
Which?
She lived there or something?
People live there. Is there a place where people live?
Have you seen one where
The one guy says it travels from like Newfoundland and Canada all the way down to like central Alabama.
Yeah.
There's ones though where it's like there's videos of animals like deer, but they're like focused,
You can
and
tell
like
something's off with
you
it.
can tell something's weirdly
It's like,
going on.
it's like something pretending to be a deer. It's like a deer, but like it can't quite function like
And it's
quite
got,
right.
but
It's
it's
like
got all it's like a deer's eyes are dark anyway, but it's all its eyes are black, and it's just standing there, and it's like it's not moving. It's just staring at the camera, but like the woman's like moving around, and it's just like stopped, and
Lad,
it just
so
doesn't move.
much.
It's proper
if,
weird.
If you like
I'll
getting
I'll get on that. That
go on
sounds cool.
TikTok
Yeah.
and start
proper
looking at
mad.
the Appalachian
sounds
As
Mountains.
soon
cool.
as you mentioned the skinwalkers, I've seen loads of videos on that, like loads of videos, and
I'll
it's
get
the
on that,
maddest
like
thing
it,
ever.
There's ones of like people who have like they're just out and about there, and then you hear like and then things will start calling you, and people say like, as soon as you hear that, go home, like don't stick about there, whatever. Like the people who live in Appalachia, like as soon as it's even getting slightly dark, get home, don't be staying out and about, because like there was one, I seen a video the other week, and there's these two lads out in the car. Like, so some people who live there, like apparently it happens all the time, and it doesn't faze them anymore. And like these two lads are in the car, like laughing their head off, and they're like, we're not coming in. We're not coming in. And the video in these woods, and you can hear someone going, no, come on. And they're like, we're not coming in. And it's going, come on, just come in. Like trying to like low, like it's for like they'll say like the people will say they'll be walking the dogs there, and then all of a sudden the birds will stop chirping, it goes dead silent, and then the dogs start pulling on the lead trying to get home and shit like that, like fucked up shit.
I'll get on that. That sounds cool.
Yeah.
I'll get on that.
Go and watch something about it and bring what you've learned back next week.
Okay, homework.
Have you
I like
seen
it.
the video? A little bit
Yes,
different now, but have you seen the video of the fella who's on like a fishing trawler out in the middle of the ocean, and
Where's this?
and the sirens are singing to him and talking to him,
Mermaids?
The
Yeah,
mermaids
lad.
are actually shouting to him.
Scatty.
I've seen-
And he's
seen
videoing.
it?
He's videoing the fucking the side of the boat, lad. It's the maddest thing ever. And you see tails, but like you can't see what's at the front, but you see hair. You see hair there, and then like a tail that's like the same length as legs, just like normal legs. And then you can just hear like. But in the lad,
the
it's the
mermaid.
maddest thing
Well,
ever.
apparently, so like the whole theory about mermaids is like they're actually like they're not nice things, like they're hot,
Yeah.
and like that's how they used to get the sailors back in the day. The sailors that had been at sea for months, they'd like
What
take
is
the
that?
form of a woman and lure them
Is
in.
it
and
Pirates of
try
the
and-
Caribbean or Peter Pan? Not Peter Pan. It's one of them where like they fit and it is Pirates of the Caribbean. Fit as fuck and then
Yeah.
And on Harry Potter as well.
Oh, Harry Potter. Yeah.
There's mermaids in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In number
Ariel's
4.
alright, isn't she?
Yeah,
In them-
shit, lad.
In number 4.
Would you?
Right.
Under the
God
sea.
bless.
Sorry, boys. Can we call it though? Because
Sure.
I need to go and grab this Trey Bain.
Sean, right. Thank you for
Trey
watching.
Bain.
It's been an absolute
Been a
pleasure.
mad one today.
We'll go back this week if we can all. Are you coming back next week, Chris?
If you want me to, lad.
Got any
Perfect.
guests booked in?
I don't think we have. So Chris, it'd be a
Tez, I
pleasure.
think.
When's
Is that
Tez?
next
Because
week?
you said
31st.
you said the 31st,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is a Friday.
Yeah, because he's got a show on the Friday or something.
He's gonna show on.
Right,
He's here on the Thursday.
Let's cut the outro there quick. Thank you all for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure. We'll see you next week. See you there. Check out the Instagram, the TikTok,
Check
the
out
YouTube.
something.
Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're going to go and research the Appalachian Mountains. We'll see you next week.